There we go. This one will have an odd aspect ratio because it's windowed for some reason. Okay. Sound a little odd too. A new nation is born. We survived war. We have survived abandonment by colonial rulers. We have survived birthing pains of a new government. Actually, I think this one, if I remember correctly, is kind of like a Papers, Please. Sorry, I'm opening a bag of crackers. I hate needles. Ooh. You get a updated shot or something? Yeah, needles kind of suck. I used to be really good at getting my blood drawn and stuff too. And the last time that I went to the doctor and got my blood drawn, I actually like passed out. It was kind of spooky. Vaccine and taking out blood. Like 6 tiny bottles for blood drawn. Ooh. Yeah. But it's good to do. It's important to do. But you're back now. You're all done. It's all over. For now. I moved to the next game, which is... I already forgot the name. Compensation Not Guaranteed. From what I understand, it's kind of a Papers, Please game. Not the last one we played, but the one before that was actually really, really good. It was... I know I just changed the ratio. Unbeatable. Honestly, I might play that when it comes out. Here it is. The thing that appealed to me about this one was actually the style. I really love, like, really interesting art styles like this. It's very nice. Hi, you must be in the new addition. I'm the department secretary. My name is Bobby, but most people call me Bobby. Shake Bobby's hand. Quick. Oh, someone else wants to say hi. She's the most curious one in the shoal. Say hi to the baby. Cute, right? Back in the pouch you go. Squeak. I'll begin with some background information. We have many construction projects planned, so we need to take over a lot of land. The people residing on these lands have been told to vacate. If they can produce valid ownership documents, we will compensate them for surrendering their land. Your job is to make sure the documents are authentic and decide if compensation should be awarded. If something seems fishy... Squeak. Oops, you're right, baby. I can't use that term. Whispers, back in the pouch, you're embarrassing me. If something is suspicious with the documentation, compensation will be denied. Anyway, an officer had a few cases we thought you could use for practice. Overall, I need to lose weight. Bad. I'm probably that way as well, honestly. I think I've gotten a little bit better since I started cutting down on how much soda I was drinking, but I know that feeling. For the first case, we have Miss DeSouza. She is a law-abiding sort, so there shouldn't be a problem with her documents. I'll call her Q number now. Wait for Miss DeSouza to come over. Mine is 255. Again, I do understand. I might be using avatar, but I assure you I'm not. I'm pretty sure I am ever nearing the risk for diabetes at this point. I laugh, but it's a dark laugh. So, wait for Miss DeSouza to come over. Hello, did you call the right number? You'll be checking my documents? You look so young. Wait, are you in training? You won't make any mistakes, will you? You'll do your best not to? Say her anxiety isn't helping. You'll do your best not to. We understand it's stressful for you, Miss DeSouza. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, okay, I guess. I'm coming over to your side to help with the inspection. To start, ask for her documents and bring them over to the inspection area on the right. Ooh. I love the way everything looks. It should be easier to read the details now. Let's begin with looking at the names on her yellow IC and title deed to make sure they match. Rosa de Souza, Rosa de Souza. If you spot anything wrong with them names, let me know. The names match. Great. Now all you have to do is look over the rest of the details. You can check other fields now for anything out of the ordinary. The addresses need to match too, and no fields should be empty. Once you've checked these, let me know of your findings. Okay. Mm-hmm. Issued by Her Majesty's Service on this day. I guess it looks fine. It's 1965 now. I don't see any issues. Let me confirm that. I don't see any issues either. Alright then. So we are about to finalize the acquisition. Other than going over your documentation, you should consider conversing with the landowner. It helps with learning about their background, clarifying issues with documents, or making the whole process feel less impersonal. Oh no, must we? And wait, nothing makes me more nervous than holding a conversation. Really? I couldn't tell, Mr. Sosa. You've been doing wonderful so far. It'll only be a few general questions, and then we can bring the process to a close. You can converse with her by addressing her directly. Let's get to it, shall we? Clicker. Yes. As for her particulars, my name is Rosa de Souza. Sosa with a Z, not an S. Should it begin with an S? Do you need me to change it? My current address is 11 Ang Hua Close. Number 11 Ang Hua Close. I moved there 12 years. I can't do math. 2 months and 4 days ago. 12 years. So back another 10 would be 55. Down another 2 would be 53. 2 months, July. So May. That's correct. And 4 days. I don't know what day it is. I can't tell. My number is 41674. I memorized it the moment I got my IC. You did great, Mr. Souza. Everything seems to be in order, so we can go ahead with proving compensation. Grab the green stamp and stamp on the title deed. Unless you want to chat with her more. I don't. Is it really over? Will I really get the money? Of course, Mr. Sosa. We're nothing like the corrupt officials of the past. Thank goodness. Talking to a government official is so nerve-wracking. Not that I don't trust you. The government, that is. Can I go now? Of course you can go. Mr. Sosa, don't forget your IC. Place the title deed in the map on the left. You'll need to learn to view collected deed in the map later. Good. Good luck with your training. Cool. Seems like a chill vibe. That wasn't so bad, was it? I guess Mr. Sosa might feel it differently, but let's move on. The next case we're given is Mr. Keyes. When the officer told him to fix his documents the first time, Mr. Key kicked up a fuss. You'll need to be on the lookout for problems with his documents, as he might have refused to comply. If he can't come up with a good explanation, we'll have to reject his claim to compensation. Ask what should be done if Mr. Key gets difficult. Ask whether the case should be handled by an experienced officer. It's a real headache when people behave this way, but we have to remain professional no matter what. Part of the job is facing tough challenges head-on. Isn't that right, baby? Squeak, squeak. I'll call for Mr. Key's queue number now. Oh, so there's no, like, kicking them out or anything? Maybe you should stay down for this one, baby. Excuse me. Ooh, he's a tiger. About time. Sorry, I'm munching on some Ritz crackers. Let's start with doing a general scan of the documents. There's been no time to create new documents for every citizen, so they just bring in whichever ones they currently have. That's just something we have to deal with for a while. It's still the same basic task for checking for discrepancies, though. Let me know if you spot any. Yes. There is an issue. I'll teach you the next step for noting a potential discrepancy. Let me pass you your office pen. You better not be delaying for no good reason. Use the pen and select 2 fields you think don't match. Whoops. There we go. There we go. I was worried you wouldn't spot it. The names definitely aren't matching. You'll have to point this out to Mr. Key. What? Something wrong with the name? Let me see. Some of the name's a little different. It's normal to see such a minor problem in documents all the time. I can guarantee you these documents are legitimate. Ask Bobby for help with a response. The information must match. I don't care. If you force me to fix these documents one more time, I'll complain to your minister directly. I was told about the deadline to present proper documents. He was told about the deadline to present proper documents. Let me ask you this. If your job is to blindly follow the rules, or is it to serve the citizens of this country? You know what the right thing to do is, so do it. You're ensuring all citizens get fair treatment. How is this fair to me? This is robbery. This is my land. You have no right. I think there's no getting through to him. You better just firmly reject his claim to compensation. To reject compensation, use the red stamp to imprint the mark on the title deed like you did with approving. Whoops. Boop. Kick him out. Sorry, sir. Alright, for the last steps, you need to return Mr. Key's IC and collect the title deed. You're just a trainee, aren't you? I'll tell everyone that the government is full of incompetence, destroying our lives, stealing our homes. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out it's the people in charge. Us. Not you. very scary. I love the art style, though. Oh dear. That was more difficult than I expected. I'm sorry I couldn't help out more. It's just not my place to handle cases directly. You'd rather not deal with such people if possible. It's not Bobby's fault, and he shouldn't feel bad. Sometimes we can't help feeling we let people down. Well, if they increase our pay, it'd make it more tolerable. Jokes aside, these tough cases are common, so don't let them upset you. Let's move on to the last case. It's an old lady who had a few chances to correct her documents. Hopefully she's managed to sort them out, and she isn't as fierce as Mr. Key. I'll call her Q number now. It's an old lady elephant. Hello? My, it's so young. Sorry. It's a cracker. Oh. I didn't even see what she said. Got to use the right tone with the old aunties. I'll let you handle the inspection and chime in if needed. Okay. Oh. The title deed also looks different. Go ahead with the inspection like before. If you can't find anything wrong, go ahead and use the green stamp. If you see something strange, select it with the pen and then tell Madame Manette about it. Okay. Manette Kujabar, 5B, Angua Lane, M11, 2957. Good eye. The year is definitely wrong. It'll be great if we actually made it to the 30th century, though. I think we should hear her explanation before proceeding. So start the conversation about the error. Oh no, oh dear. I brought it to the registrar's office. I thought everything was fixed. I might have written the date incorrectly on the form. It's just that these old eyes can't see clearly anymore. My hand is unsteady too. Just one number is wrong. Can't you overlook it? Ask Bobby if an exception can be made. Oh, this is a tough one. It's just the one number. Is it? I mean, I suppose it could be the 2 instead of a 1. Bravla? Bravania? This doesn't have any location on it either, though. Oh. But I don't have the authority to make that decision. As an officer in training, you'll have to decide whether awarding or denying compensation is right. It really was an honest mistake by this old elephant, but we wouldn't make the exception for Mr. Key, even though the last name was incorrect, but the rest of his name was correct. So, can she be given another chance to correct the documents? It's really unfortunate, but no, there's no time left for her to fix the documents again. The deadline is too close to correct the documents. Oh no. Will you give this old, poor-sighted, absent-minded patient a chance? I want to talk to her. You look like such a kind young person. Even my bad eyes can see that. Won't you give me a chance? Oh, is that it? Let me see if there's anything else wrong with it, I guess. Hmm. 1957 would be after that. Would be earlier than this. I'm 110106. A female. 1912. She'd be like 40 something. She's not that old. Is that correct? She'd be like 40 something. 50 something? She'd be like 50 something. Nope. But without the compensation money, I'll have trouble finding a new place to live. I can't work either. No one will hire an old absent-minded woman. Say you're sorry, but you're trying to do the right thing. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I double check the form? Now I'll lose everything. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. But like, if we can't make the assumption on the wrong name, I can't do that. And there I was saying this would be less unpleasant than Mr. Keyes. Not that as much consolation, but they were all given ample time to get the documents right. If we had more time before the deadline, maybe something could have been done. The Tokay will handle the next stage of your training. Peng Keng Liao. Time to close shop, everyone. Oh, what? It's still early. Why are you telling everyone to go home? Didn't you hear? The director left early to attend an important dinner function. He said any remaining work would have to wait till tomorrow. If Tokay says we can go, then we can go. You're welcome to stay behind and lose out on extra leisure time. But I'm out of here. Dong Chao Liao. Dong Chao Liao? I think that was also misspelled. Well, I guess our super productive work ethic. I guess that's our super productive work ethic for you. Looks like you get to call it a day. Tomorrow's going to be packed for you. You'll have the director's briefing on top of your first set of cases. You better head home and have a good rest. Say bye-bye to the officer. Squeak, squeak. Head home. It's such a pretty game. It's such a pretty game. At night, a dream begins. Huh? Oh. Hello. My, you're so old. That's what our country needs. Old, forgetful people like you. Correct, accurate, valid, proper, right, authentic. Have you forgotten how you sent me away with nothing? Well, let me help you remember why you had to. Endorsed, appropriate, legitimate, precise. So old, so forgetful. Just rejected it. But I mean, so you're sure you should be picking up the green stamp of acceptance? Why did you choose the red one in the real world? I need to fix it. I can't let everyone down. I'm an old lady. You shouldn't bother with me. I'm not worth the trouble. Green stamp, green stamp. That's what you're told to do, but you don't have to do what you're being told to do you? Maybe the guidelines are right. Am I able to judge what's best? Of course you can. Why not save the public funds and make sure it goes to the right people in need? Approve, approve. If they might undermine government authority, they approve. Remember, you must do whatever you know is right. You are in charge. The red stamp is ready for you now. Oh, so I can't change it. Okay. Okay. I guess it's always that easy when you know you're right. Now give them to me so I can forget about all this. There. What happens doesn't matter. Oh, I didn't see what the rest of what she said. It kind of sucks that the click is interactable while other things are interactable. At dawn, a dream ends. Welp. Definitely don't feel depressed about that at all. You came back, and early too. Goodness gracious. Trying to get the worm, are we? Not that I thought you'd give up, but after a bit of training. How do you feel about how yesterday went? You're preparing for tougher cases going forward. I would agree. Still reeling from the encounter with Mr. Key, huh? Just remember, the work you do is essential no matter how tough it gets. Looks at the director's door. The Tokay should be ready to meet you now. The Tokay can be a bit blunt, but he really wants the department to do well. Good luck. This is the director, then? No wonder you had to take a day off, Tokay. Can't miss out on such a banquet. Free drink, free food, and more importantly, free from work. Hey, now, it was work-related. Celebrating the achievements of senior officials is one of our duties, too. That means the whole department will get a half day off to celebrate your banquet when it comes time? Oh, sure. When I'm promoted to minister level, I'll declare an official holiday. What a joker. Ah, you're here. We were just finishing up. I'll head out then. Thanks for letting me go on leave, Tokay. These children of mine, always getting bullied by the other kids at school. Always getting bullied by the cop. Like, what? Bullied by what? Other kids at school? Good luck to us if we have to make the whole country get along. Don't make light of such matters. Our new officers won't have high morale if they hear such talk. That's enough idle chatter. I believe Bobby brought you a few cases yesterday. How did they go for you? They should have been straightforward. He was very helpful. Well, I hope that doesn't mean Bobby did all the work. You sometimes forget his station. Things get messy if all of us don't keep to our assigned roles. I heard from Bobby that you decided to deny compensation for one Madam Minette. It was really that much of a problem? Oh no. It was a small error on the documents from what I heard. How did you arrive at your decision? You were following instructions to ensure information was accurate. You thought supporting evidence was needed to confirm what she claimed. I prefer saying it was accurate. That is a fair answer for a new recruit. I won't be expecting more than you following instructions carefully, at least for now. As you gain more experience, your decisions will have to be backed up with better reasons. And get used to preparing an account for your actions, as I will be reviewing your cases after each completed district. Moved on. That officer who left after you came in, you will be taking the rest of his cases as he has to go on leave. This is the folder for that officer's district. You'll be using it for two main things. One, to keep track of progress, and two, schedule meetings with landowners. Let's take a look inside the map folder. Oh, so I have to make meeting times? I have to set appointments and stuff? I actually kind of like that. This area is one of the oldest commercial districts. Generations of traders built a livelihood in these shop houses. It's seen better days, though maybe not much. The recent public disturbances has made it even more unsightly. We'll be clearing this neighborhood for new office buildings. Some will be upgraded for commercial use to where new companies can be set up. Others will be cleared for government use. In fact, the Ministry of Finance will be headquartered there. Surely the importance of developing this neighborhood is apparent to you. Clearing out obsolete businesses to pave the way for better ones. Not an agreement. Are you nodding because you understand, or because you don't know what to say? Speak up, or I can't tell. The basic point is, we cannot make progress without removing what's impeding it. I'm not gonna like this game. I mean, in a thematic sense. I mean, it will be good, and it will hit really well. But, you know... Ooh, the pain. We have records for each plot. They include some notes describing the property and information about the landowner. Once you have previewed the landowner and the plot, you can call them to have the officer call them to the office and have their ownership verified. The remarks section will record the results of your verification process and how you obtained the land. Next up is the deadline tracker on the top left. As you can see, each day only has enough time for 3 meeting slots. That's only 2. Isn't it? That's 1 and then 2? Unless they're going this way. When you... Oh, I see. That's 1, 2, and 3. And that's 3 different meetings, okay? When you call a landowner in, it will use the next available meeting slot. Since the deadline for submissions is right around the corner, you will only have 4 slots for this district. That's 1 slot for each case, so you must settle them then and there. All 4 plots must be acquired. Because the plans for this district are crucial to our ministry's goals, I want you to acquire all 4 plots. To track your progress, there will be an overlay handle at the top of the map. It shows you all the key structures in the plans. There will be notes to remind you of significance of each project. The Department of Police completing this would have bigger impact on our evaluation. Note that compensation limit at the bottom. Plots acquired for compensated. The budget is high enough to compensate everyone, but that doesn't mean you can award them willy-nilly. Remember that I will be reviewing the meat cards and going over the cases after you submit the order. Alright, let's wrap this up. It's not like the time stops when you're not processing cases. Close the folder. Okay, I kind of like it. 2 things to note before we end. First, as I've said, there is no time left for landowners to fix their documents. If there were enough time, you'd be able to decide if a landowner deserves a chance to correct them. But that simply just isn't the case here. Second, I realized you were taking over someone else's district. Thus, it would be fair to conduct a full evaluation once you've submitted the folder. I will, however, look through the folder to see how you handled each case. If I see any irregularities with your decision-making, you'll need to account for them, so be sure to follow the rules. That'll be all. God, I love the art style so much. I feel like I'm gonna end up saying it like every 20 minutes, but it's so good. Ready to throw in the towel? You already tendered your resignation. You're inspired by the projects and want to help realize them. I really don't care about the projects. But I can see their importance, you know? Let's see. Oh. Maybe this will sound like a joke, but I'm gonna say it. Good one. Just threw it on the director's table after one briefing. You're kidding, right? If you're being serious, that would have been barely beaten the old record. Oh, before I forget, I was popping by to drop this off, too. Oh, thank you. It's just a simple list to remind you of the basic do's and don'ts if you ever need it. Make sure the applicant has both photo ID and title deed. Make sure information on both documents matches. Converse with the landowners to learn more details. Baby reminder. Be courteous and polite. I started making those because new recruits kept asking me for help reminding them. You wouldn't believe how much bobbing around it saved me. Well, time's a wasting and we've a country to conjure up. Wish the officer luck on their first set of cases, baby. Squeak, squeak, squeak. When you're ready, open the map folder to select your first case. Can I actually put this here? Oh, it just stays here, okay. Okay. Let's see. I think we go for the big one first. Neil Ming Chu. Let me see what all of the locations are first, actually. There needs to be a shop house. Well, he has a shop house. A retail shop. Retail. Shop house. Okay. So there's 2 retails, 2 shop houses. Hi, mister. I see you. I see you, Bubba. Oh, somebody might be home. I promise, bud. You're okay. We'll do the big one first. Good. You not one of them? Those cannot trust. If you're one of them, I give you papers. I get different officer. Of course I angry. I do nothing. I stay home. They still come break into my place, steal my money. Not only steal, break table, break chair, break lava statue, break whole restaurant. Ask if she suspects anyone of the burglary. Must be that Arnaha cat. She always makes trouble. Say my children bad dogs. Did she come here? You give her money? You shouldn't. She's thief. I have not met Arna. You watch out. She liar. She thief. You give her no money. Oh. I find new place. I start a new restaurant. Far, far from them. When you make new country, you put them one side, put us other side. Do same as old government. No mix, then peaceful. Dog live one way, cat live another way. How not to fight? I want peace. I do not want to disturb them. They do not disturb me. Can I... I can, okay. Why point at IC? You say me what wrong? IC has been damaged and you can't read information. That's not my fault. I say you already. Those cats come around and break restaurant, break house. Is there a witness? I know crazy. Why stay and get hurt? I go hide with children. Ask her how she knows it was done by cats and not other groups. Where the IC was when it got torn. Upstairs, my bedroom drawer. Where else? They go into my room. Did you actually see? No, see? What difference? Yours good. You're good. I smell, I hear. I know it. Cats. They break glass. Leave blood everywhere. Check. That's valid. Okay. I mean, I can tell this is probably correct. I'm not trying to go through this conversation again, but No one else in building break things. Only cats. I don't know what that is. 1926. 1940. It's about 20 years later. 20 years before this. How do I... it's probably fine. Ming Chu, Neil Ming. Do I have anything to, like, validate this against? I guess not. Well, I'm gonna say no. Hey, why hold stamp? Put down stamp. Wait, no stamp. Talk first. Fine. If you say I see no good, let me fix first. How can you give no chance to fix first? There's insufficient time and the decision must be made now. That's not fair. It's not my fault. You give time fix or else. Give chance fix or else. Okay. I'll give you time to fix it. I would be happy to do that. Yeah. Give her time to fix it. How do I do it? Can I do... Oh, I don't have the time, because there's a deadline. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. But they kept guilt-tripping me with the granny. I'll frickin' approve it. Your eyes open big around cats. Not all bad, but no blind trust. Stressful. So this is the cat neighbors. May the beacon of objectivity guide your intellect. Kick them out. I thought about it. Very nerve-wracking. Shenton Wee Konget, dispassionate at your disposal. Yes, I don't see anything the matter. I will not have you conjure up falsehoods on the authenticity of my documents. My name's not Sheraton Wee. Your name isn't Shenton Wee? Here, I thought you had discovered something substantial. Have you not heard of baptismal names? I'm aware. Capital. Then you have the duty of briefed of the Church of Enlightenmentarianism and our expanding influence then? This is the first time I've heard of it. Appalling oversight. It falls over to me to instruct you then, lest you continue wandering the wasteland of ignorance. I don't care. If not having to comply this transaction so urgently, I believe that settles the discussion. Wei Wing Sha. Merchant Walk. 114. 38. 39. 54. I mean, I don't see anything wrong. Right? Whoops. Boop. Valid. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't like him, but ask if he always uses such sophisticated language. Distinguishing oneself is erudition, and style is one of the key tenets of the Order's code. It's all well and good to say one's appearance should not judge by appearance. It's all good to say one should not judge by appearances. If not, the fact that the social recognition is predicated entirely on putting on a display. Why a cobbler requires such refined mannerisms? Correction. My father was the cobbler, not I. I have no intention of continuing the business when the property is sold. Wait, so this is him, but I'm kind of considering now that it might be his father and not actually him. Does that make sense? Like, him saying that it was his father's business and he didn't, quote unquote, change his name, but it could just be that, like, that is his name and this is his dad's documents, but they just look that similar. You know what I mean? I kind of want to reject it just because I don't like him. But there isn't anything really wrong with it other than the fact that I suspect that it isn't him. Is it really him? I mean, it says that it's him in the picture, but my name is not Sheraton Wee. I'm aware. First time I've heard of the Order. But I mean, you can just, like, say that. Check. What am I checking him for? Converse? Okay. Well, I have no reason to reject him, actually, so I guess it's approved. May he adhere to the enlightened path of congruent conjugation. Yeah. I wanted to kick him out. He kind of sucked. But I mean, I guess I'm doing my job, so. This is also a cat. Ah, this is the person that she was talking about. Hi, officer. Here are my documents. I hope the government will protect us cats. The neighborhood has seen so many fights, and we didn't start it. You know, I was one of the lucky ones during the riots. The shops next to mine, they got broken into. Their wares were stolen or broken. That restaurant led by the dog lady, too. Only the gate of my shop front was damaged a little. The government must stop with all of this. Ask who she thinks is responsible for the fight. Ask why she thinks her shop was spared. I don't know. Some think this means cats were responsible, so they spared my shop. I don't believe that for a second. I saw so many cats get hurt that night. Most of us did, except the lady running the restaurant. Some dogs hate cats for no reason, and she's the worst. She keeps spreading lies about cats, saying we made life hard for her, saying we chased away customers. She says her restaurant was attacked by cats, so all cats are to blame. That's one thing. That's one good thing about having to move. I don't have to deal with rude Anjing. I was trying to check her, but okay. Well, I guess we'll check. I'm not checking that. Yeah. I'm validating. It's called a validation. She was born in 1919? She didn't get this until 1931. So witnessed. MSC 0078 -M. Whoops. Why are you... I didn't actually mean to pick it up. I was just correcting it on the table. Let's check her real quick. There's no reason to, but... Okay, it's gonna give me the option. Well, I guess you're cool. Whoops, wrong one. I hope this government continues to treat cats well. Hey, new bird. Looks like someone is ready to pack up and Belek Kampukung. Not thinking of calling it quits, are you? You have to last until the end of the week. Please make it to the end of the week. How did your first day go? It went well. Super. Whether it's overconfidence from ignorance or you've actually gotten the hang of things, positivity is what we like to hear. If you ever feel at a loss, just remember the golden rule. Just finish the task quickly and see if mistakes come to haunt you later. Squeak. Give Daddy a break, baby. I was only just joking. It's time for us to go too. You know the drill. Bums to wipe, bedtime stories to read. Say goodbye to the officer, baby. I love that it's a male seahorse carrying around its baby. That's very cute. Another night, another dream. A field to be cleared to yield a harvest. A canvas bountiful, it nourishes indifferently, all allowed to grow upon it. Pull, circumscribe, control, cultivate. The sun radiant traverses relentlessly. Inaction is action. Cull, circumscribe, control, cultivate. The landscape, mutable, coalescence, inevitably. Its form, its function. A monolith towers blanketing in shadow the void left at its feet. Another dawn. Another awakening. I suppose I didn't have to cut the grass. Another strange one. Well, there's the final case and the folder to tackle. Alright, it's this one, I believe. Whoa! Hello, how are you? My name is Prakash. Nice to meet you. Prakash. Excuse my appearance. I am not looking presentable. What can I help you with? Would you like some tailored clothing? Made to measure? Sorry, you're not a customer. You have questions to ask me? How did you get injured? You're very direct, officer. I have no problem with that, of course. Well, you see, officer, I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Cut myself against some glass. Got cut up in the riots. It just spread all over, you know. Very hard to avoid. Did you make a report? Oh, no. What would I tell the police? I don't know if it was a cat or a dog, or even just some other group. All a big jumble. I really think we should do whatever we can to stay out of trouble. It's the wisest decision. He's got a little cut there on his mouth. All this mayhem and mischief? I guess one good thing is people will need my services to tailor new clothes. I think it's better not to discuss further if you don't mind, officer. Say that a citizen has a duty to help curve. Government representative would like to help. That's wonderful to hear, officer. But I'm in no need of help, thank you kindly. Now please, officer, I'd like to get home soon. I'd like to be getting home soon. I have to rest and recover after all. Have you heard of anyone breaking into the restaurant across from the shop? What? What? Why would anyone do that to the owner? She's the friendliest person in the neighborhood. Her pups are delightful. They just get a little rowdy, that's all. Protective of their mother. Trust me, no one would even think about harming that wonderful family. I can guarantee it. Ooh, you sound like a creep. Okay, let's check. I'm 31. Gosh. Good. Are you finding problems with my papers, officer? There shouldn't be any. No, I'm just checking. 59. 31. Is this him? My wife says I look awful now. But not so bad, right? Compared to back then. Huh? What do you mean? Thought I would be able to check that, because I don't remember that being on the other ones, but maybe it was. Temporary. I can check this against something, can I? Colonies and Empire. I don't know what it is, though. I mean, I don't have a reason to reject him, but he's not worried if I pick up the reject, but I guess he's good. I will use this money to set up my business at the new location, one where hopefully everyone can stay out of trouble. Okay. Have a seat. So you've managed to complete the district. Good. As I said during your first briefing, I'll be looking through your cases. If I see anything that needs further explanation, I'll ask you how you arrived at your decision. I'll need to, what's the word? Must be in alignment with Ministry regulations. According to the records, you gave compensation to someone whose IC was missing information. Explain. Her explanation was plausible. She felt victimized and expressed open hostility to other groups. Her explanation was plausible. I know that all hell can break loose during a riot, but that doesn't mean it can be used as a blanket excuse. Who would think to destroy Who would think to find documents to destroy during a raid anyways? Make sure you judge the merits of the case more carefully. In some cases, landowners are allowed to fix their documents, but you are not to compensate them until this is carried out. One more thing before we continue. I want to ask you about your interactions with them. How was their attitude in general? Do they talk at all about the recent troubles? Say that some were quick to blame other groups for unrest. That's what I feared. This sort of social friction can transform into open violence if we don't manage it. Soon after that, faith in the government will erode, and then we'll be starting from scratch all over again. Worse than that, actually, it'll be harder for them to accept a government that represents the interests of all. As the district wasn't assigned to you to begin with, you'll be receiving a full evaluation. You won't be receiving a full evaluation. The only category you'll be assessed on is your decision making. As you can see, you were awarded a C. Why? Because the one lady had like it's a torn thing? But the granny having one number wrong was okay? I don't understand. Some of your choices were questionable, and the explanations you gave earlier don't pass muster. You definitely need to be better if you want any sort of career progression as a civil servant. I will now hand out your progression report, which is likewise limited in scope for now. As it states clearly, you're still on probation. You won't be confirmed as a department officer until after you've handled a full district on your own. It gets more complicated from here on out. Eventually, you'll be managing a budget and a deadline on top of assessing documentation. Okay, that's all. Didn't take too long, which is great. Do you have any final questions before I go? What happens to residents once their land has been acquired? You have no questions and are eager to tackle more cases. I wouldn't know. That depends on many factors. Some will go to apply for new housing, some will appeal the compensation amount. Thankfully, that's not our responsibility. It's other departments' puzzle. Alright, you may head home for today. Rest and prepare for the increased responsibilities you'll face. That might be the end of the demo. Hey, new bird, done with your first evaluation? Well, I know a little Kaipo with all the hovering around and checking in. I guess you can say it's my parenting instinct. Everyone run! We've got to leave now! They're breaking through the gates. They have weapons. Cecil, what's wrong? Calm down. There's a mob. They just appeared outside. They're all shouting that we're stealing homes. They say we're corrupt. That Tiger Key, he was leading them. I think they want to kill us. I'm headed for the back door. Get out of my way. Oh. Looks like this isn't some joke. Follow Cecil to the emergency exit. I'm going to break the room. I left one of my babies asleep in there. I'm going to the break room. You leave first, go. No, I want to help you. You barely know your way around. You just slow me down. It's okay, I got it. Go now. Your new nation needs you to make the hard choices, to ensure fairness for the many, to secure our future. Will you serve? Bum bum. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was an ominous picture. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I like it. I like the vibe. The art's very nice. Everyone's very different from each other. It was interesting. I liked it. I loved it. I will say, I guess I gotta logic myself through some of those options a bit more. Because I really felt like the option to, give someone more time was kind of available, but maybe that's just because it was the demo, and more so it was still like a tutorial, but it was nice. I liked it.